age a male first starts drinking alcohol is 11 years old, and for a female it's 13. The community issue we are focusing on today is underage drinking. This is a community issue because it impacts a wide range of people in their lives, but more specifically, it impacts those under the legal age limit. There are many reasons why behind someone starts drinking underage, but they often don't realize all the negative effects that can occur with it. Today, we will discuss some of the causes, effects, and some solutions to help avoid underage drinking. But first, I will discuss some of the causes behind why you do. There are many reasons behind why someone may drink underage. The three main causes behind why you start drinking I will be discussing today. And those are the media, family situations, and your peers. What teens see in the media plays a huge impact on if you decide to drink or not. The media is constantly filled with characters and celebrities that drink on a regular basis, and that is always the cool thing to be doing. Teens feel the need to copy what celebrities or their idols are doing, so therefore they feel the need that they need to drink as well. Partnership for Drug-Free Kids states that teens between the ages of 12 and 17 who watch 3 or more R-rated movies a month are 5 times more likely to drink than teens who do not. This is due to how movies perceive drinking as the normal thing to do. Another cause of why someone decides to drink underage are different family situations. Sometimes a teen has a history of alcoholism in their family, which turns them to drink alcohol early on. Another reason behind why someone may start drinking is to turn against their parents or rebel. Alcohol is often a way to instantly forget or dismiss issues you have going on. It is a way to be instantly happy and forget all your other problems. Teens use alcohol to forget problems such as relationships with families and friends, schoolwork, and stress. Some of the stresses placed on a teen appear to be relieved through their peers. This is because peers have one of the strongest impacts on each other. If you are friends with people who drink, chances are you will also drink as well. You can either feel peer-pressured into drinking, or you can feel obligated to drink in order to fit in with your group of friends. This is because it is a perceived social norm. You see everyone else doing it, or at least think everyone is, and therefore you feel like you need to drink as well. There are many causes that lead teens to turn to alcohol early, but often they don't realize all the negative effects that can occur with it. Now I'm going to hand it off to Andy to discuss some of those effects and how it can affect you.
Thank you, Rachel. Deciding to drink underage has 3 main effects on teenagers. One is health, 2 behavior, and some situations involving law. For health, Teen Rehab Center says 90% of alcohol is consumed while teens are binge drinking. Binge drinking has a major effect on brain development and can have lasting effects on your genes and how you behave. This binge drinking can also lead to mental health problems such as depression and anxiety. Another side effect of binge drinking can be an increase in the chances of getting alcohol poisoning, having your blood pressure go up, chances for heart disease, getting a stroke, or even cause digestive problems in the future. Binge drinking can also cause you to have risky decisions about sex, drugs, and drunk driving because you're not thinking the same as you do when you'd be sober. Drinking underage can also have effects on your behavior. Alcoholism, clinical, and experimental research explains how alcohol can cause aggressiveness and just shouting, insulting, threatening people, doing things you normally wouldn't do when you're sober. This can lead to violence such as punching people, shoving people, pushing them around, and can easily start fights, something you probably wouldn't do when you're sober. It can affect how you do in your work and in school, which if you wake up hungover or something and you miss a class or you forget to turn in an assignment because you're drinking, which can cause academic failure in college and which will impact you in your future career possibly. There's also situations involving law and law enforcement, which the consequences of these are not good for teens, especially because it does not look good if you got arrested when you were a teen. Some of these things can be getting a minor, DUI or DWI, and possibly even serving jail time. This has a large influence on your life because future employers can see if you got a DUI when you were a teenager or something like that. Some of the less serious consequences are mandatory community service or counseling classes. Now that you know the 3 effects of drinking underage, I'm going to pass it off to Emma to tell you why you should not do that.
Thank you, Andy. Now there are 2 main types of solutions that can help teens to avoid drinking underage. The first solution is spreading public awareness of the negative effects of underage drinking. National organizations play an important role in teaching people of all ages about underage drinking. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention every year conduct and support research on underage drinking to improve the public's knowledge about the negative effects that can be placed on you. This new information helps people create effective prevention strategies. The Department of Education also has the mission of teaching prevention strategies, but is more specifically focused on teaching colleges and universities about the effects of alcohol. These organizations provide new knowledge to the public and constantly continue spreading awareness of the negative effects that can be placed on you. The effects Andy discussed earlier may seem as if they rarely happen, but the truth is they happen to many teens across the country. Teen Rehab Center states that on average, 189,000 emergency room visits every year are related to underage drinking. At any point, these negative effects could impact your life. This is why teens of all ages should care and utilize this information to make better judgment calls the next time they decide they may drink. The second solution is learning resistance skills from organizations to overcome peer pressure and social norms. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, social norms affect underage alcohol use by influencing adolescent attitudes and decisions about underage drinking. Research has shown, though, that school-based prevention programs are effective in lowering the rates of underage alcohol use, especially when they address social pressures to drink, include norm settings, and teach resistance skills. Some of these resistance skills are identifying the right decision for you, valuing your own beliefs, and stating your views assertively. Teaching these resistance skills, we can begin to reduce the social acceptance of underage drinking and prevent negative impacts on your future. Using these solutions, we can begin reducing the amount of alcohol intake by teenagers and help it become less of an issue for communities. Now, the community issue we just focused on was underage drinking. Media, family situations, and peers all influence and have a strong impact on the decision for teens to drink, but they often don't realize that negative effects can occur on their health, behavior, and can involve situations dealing with the law. However, there are solutions that allow teenagers to learn about the negative effects through the spread of public awareness from organizations and resistance skills to help them overcome peer pressure and social norms. As you leave today for the weekend, please begin spreading awareness of the negative effects of underage drinking and share or use resistance strategies to help you or others to overcome peer pressure and make the decision to avoid underage drinking. Using the solutions discussed earlier, we can begin reducing the social norm of underage drinking and prevent it from occurring at the young ages of 11 and 13.